how's it going, everyone? This is Causation Kato speaking, bringing you another 5-minute review, more or less, of a game called Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roar. Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars is an RPG set in a world of swords and sorcery, told entirely through the medium of cards. Release date, the October 28, 2021. Developer and publisher is Square Enix. And as mentioned, this is a RPG game told within cards. So as you can tell by the menu, as you can see, basically everything is just cards in this game. So your characters, the world, the storytelling, enemies, bosses, armor, everything that you can think of is based on just movement with cards. I thought when I saw this a while ago, I thought the concept looked really cool, and when I played it, I was not disappointed. I thought the game was fantastic. The only complaint as I'm talking as right now would be, even though the game is played through cards, so for example, the only movement that you see within the game would be like cards like jumping up and down or like going sideways or stuff like that. I do think the game would be improved by having like some slight movement within the card, or like damage, like showcasing damage within the card, not just you attack and then you see like the spark of flash on the screen or whatever. I think that would be pretty cool. So as far as the game goes, you play as a kid that you name yourself the hero, and you go and the story is basically you have to go find this dragon and kill it in order to get rewarded for gold and whatnot. And the game does have random encounters, so as you are moving and discovering the world, because for example, like something that just popped in my head, like Minecraft. So for instance, you have your map, and if you press the map button, you can't see anything around you other than what you are standing in, like your light radius, I guess you can say. So with this game, the cards are face down, and when you go near them, they'll go face up. And it's really cool because you don't know what is there until you get near it. And it's really neat. So if you ever want to buy armor for your characters, you would go to the shop, and obviously you would see the items, and the game will tell you whether the item that you are trying to equip is good or bad. So the music in the game is really good. It's definitely, you won't get tired of it. The characters, whether if it's the heroes that you're playing as or the people, the NPCs that you are talking to, is ridiculous. It's Square Enix, so you'll see some interesting figures in there for sure. So there are quests that you can do in order to, help others. There are like secret items, I guess you can say, that you can find and pick up in order to figure out what they do. You can run around and be able to probably either accept or deny other heroes that would join your party. I'm not entirely sure, since whenever they ended up asking if they could join or not, I would just tell them yes, because obviously I want them in my party. But maybe you can tell them not to join. I'm not 100% sure. But the story is good. I mean, you have a story and you go. I think the only bad thing about the game, when it comes to just gameplay in general, would be, I felt like it was way too linear for an RPG game. It is an RPG game, but usually when you play RPG games, you kind of have the choices to, you know, at first you would go straight, and then sometimes you can go left or right. And then, like, the further you go into the game, you now would have to either turn back or go forward, but now you have 3 different directions that you can choose from. This game doesn't really have that. I want to say. So to me, the game felt a little bit too linear, but, you know, maybe it's just me and with the amount of either games that I play or the amount of just RPGs in general that I've done, that to me it just felt a little bit too linear. Like, a great example would be something like Chrono Trigger, where that game just has a boatload of side quests that you can do, or you can just go towards the main quest and, like, not necessarily have to level up. Something like Secret of Mana, where sometimes you would need to stop and farm in order to level up your character. In this game, you don't really need to stop to level up at any point, because, again, due to the game being so linear, the amount of enemies that you will find, you'll have enough levels in order to just kill them. During my first playthrough, I think I only game overed once, and that's it. And that was just because the RNG when it came to attacking was really bad. But when it comes to, like, your characters and choosing what skills you can have them with, I thought everything about the game was fantastic, to be honest. I wasn't disappointed with the amount of time that I had to wait in order to play. And there is a second Voice of Cards game. I don't know what it's called, but there are 2. This is the first one. And I thought it was really fun. The other bad thing that I would think when it comes to the game, besides the fact that it might just be too linear for me, is the difficulty was not all that difficult. But to be honest, the more I think about it, I might be thinking that because I also ended up choosing to find every single square within the game, so therefore I would probably have been in more encounters than you would have seen normally, and therefore I was either equally leveled or slightly more leveled up than by the point I probably should have been there. I don't know, but I'm sure if anyone is willing to check out the game, you'll let me know whether if I am right or wrong down in the comments down below. Let me know what it is I got right or wrong, or neither. I don't know. Like, you tell me. But again, I enjoyed the game. Giving a grade on this game, it would definitely be, I don't know. To me, it was an 8 out of 10, so a B+. If you are fond of either number grades or letter grades, an 8 or a B+, I would give this game. I thought it was fantastic regardless of its faults, but I mean, it's more of, you know, not every game's gonna be perfect, and I thought for what the game was, I thought the game was good enough. So there's that. But there you go. I hope to see you in the next 5-minute review, and take care. Peace.